of you may not like it. I'm just trying to find out. See, ultimately it is coming to scores. I'm trying to find out as a grade who is doing better. Is it the 12th or the 9th? Is it the 10th or the 11th? We'll see after the competition is over. So whatever you are discussing now is not going to influence the results. We will declare individual points, but that's also a point we need to look at. And if it is so, why is it so? If the junior grades are doing better than the senior grades, why is it so? If the senior grades are doing better than the junior grades, why is it so? If we understand, maybe we can find some solutions to it. Is there anybody who would like to venture a decision? Which grade is the best? Don't tell me about your own grade.
This kind of discussion points, I don't think I've seen it honestly anywhere, because some places you will always find that the depth is totally lacking. And if you are able to speak with this profound clarity of thought, you are all in a super lucky, comfortable place, and many, many kudos to all your teachers and the wonderful people who run this institution. I just want to leave a very small thought. I think you will agree with me that life these days is very busy. Busy not in a literal sense, it's just too many things. There's a lot of clutter around us. There is sometimes more noise than the voice that you hear. And in this setting, which is in some way not very encouraging to be in, writers, I think, have a very, very important role. So another point that maybe at the back of your mind that you can think, all of you are writing entrance exams, a very intense moment in your own personal journeys, and very soon you will get caught with the labyrinth of your life. And suddenly you will realize where was that startup moment I had in my school many years ago. And be responsible to change the opinions and the voices of the generations to come. I think you all have an extremely important role, because there is a lot of clutter, and true voices and opinions and changing of emotions lie in very, very capable hands. And I think if you put your commitment to carving yourself some time and pursue this as a career or as a passion, you're doing great justice for people to come. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for having me.
One boy on the stage. And I was a little worried as it progressed whether there'll be a boy on the stage or not. So this is a kind of welcome to all the boys to work a little more hard and reach the stage. Otherwise we may lose the race. Okay, that apart. It's great to have a person in you who has got a throbbing heart of his or her own. That's what you call your character. Not your character, that is the character that you create. And you don't create one character, you create multiple characters. Even if you write a poem, it is not just that one person or one feeling runs through, it depends on what you're doing. Maybe poems are more intense compared to a story or a novel. But the crux of being a writer is being original. Having something original to contribute, not engage in cut and paste. Then you create your own imagery, your own world, and you present a life to the audience. And that becomes time immemorial. In that case, this is a question I want you to think and give us your idea. There are new worlds unfolding every time. For example, suddenly there may be some exploration undersea. There may be something happening in the space, something happening in the society, something happening in your family, and something happening in you. You have to encompass all these to create your own world. Kindly let us know the challenges you faced and how did you deal with it. We want to know your challenges and how did you overcome. That's what makes you a better writer every time. If you don't face challenge, then your writing is flat. If you don't have blocks, that means everything is fine and nothing is good. When you struggle and come out of that struggle by creating something, then you are doing something worthwhile. So just share with us your experience of on now these blocks or challenges or anything that almost happened by itself. Okay? Any doubt on this? What I'm trying to understand from you? Okay, thank you. I'm really surprised that you do read a lot. That may be the basis of your learning. I'm surprised even you read J.D. Salinger, Catcher in the Rye. We read it during our graduate time and many of my classmates did not make any sense. If you are able to make it, you can understand how advanced you are. When I listen to all your answers, I get an answer for some of the questions I face also. And that is many a times people ask me, where do I learn from? I always tell them I learn from my children. And they don't make meaning of it. I wish they come and see how you're all talking and how much I can learn from you. And that's what I mean. When I listen to you, I get new ideas. How do I get the new ideas? Because I think how I can make it better, how I can make more children be like you, and how you can be like some other set of children and listen to maybe in maths or in mini Nobel or something like that. So we get new ideas. If somebody can teach you new ideas, there can be better guru than that, is it not? So thank you for your inspiration. We come to Sangita ma'am. I'm sure she is very inspired by the children, I know that. And her life is that. She likes to do more work with you because she likes your work. Let's see what she wants to know from you.
Thank you, sir. So congratulations first of all, and thank you for giving us this opportunity to be able to listen to all of you. It's just so amazing that I've seen most of you from your maybe first grade, second grade onwards. Many of you, rather most of you, and I've seen very distinct personalities throughout different modes. Right? When you were in FM and then XM and of course now NM. So as a writer, do you keep that same personality which we all know, or as a writer you feel that a different personality comes out? Do you feel you're the same person when you write, or you feel your personalities change when you write?
Thanks for all your candid answers. But I think it came out of your genuine self. That's important. Painters normally say, when they start painting something, they have an idea, they have a program, they have something fixed in their mind. But once they start, the painting takes over. Actually, it is not directed by the painter till the end. I'm sure something like that happens in all of you. I'm happy with your answers because it is quite deep. You are able to express that and learn to talk to yourself. Learn to ask questions. Some of you mentioned that you ask questions. Introspection or retrospection, they are all full of questions. Learn to do more of that. I'm sure you will keep improving every day. Now, Charanya ma'am has been observing all of you, particularly those of you who are writers, very closely. And I'd like to see what would you like to ask her.
Thank you, sir. And I think, like you very rightly said, I think the points of deep reflection is what I see in these children here today. And it is not easy to go deep within yourself and ask these questions. It's a beautiful skill, it's a life skill also, so to speak, I think, in the coming days. While you spoke very beautifully on how you overcome creative roadblocks, how you overcome your own personal challenges when a character gets personal to you. Basically, how you overcome and move on with your writing skill. Another thought for me in my mind is writing is inspiration. Inspired writers put out work like you, and I've had this opportunity to go through the questions that were given to you earlier on which you have all written and reflected to be seated here today. I don't think it was an easy process. It requires tremendous amount of clarity and authenticity to put out the work the way they have given you these questions. So many congratulations if you are all here and seated on this panel. What I would like to know is inspiration. Writers have to be inspired, spaces inspired, people inspired. And if I have to draw a parallel, because all of you said you like reading, you travel through your books and everything, are there these authors who are classical or contemporary who have inspired the kind of work that you write? Or have there been people from whom you've decided, I will not write like this. This is not me. This is not my way of representation. How have the more prominent authors who have been around, whose work that we have read, whether it is vernacular, whether it is English, have they been, and their work more specifically, have they inspired? That is my question for you all.
Wonderful. I think as you speak more and more, we understand more and more of you. Right? I'm just looking at Ivana all the time. She is deep into thoughts. Maybe have your reaction also for both the questions together. Let's listen to you. Give her the mic. She's still in her days.
Sorry, can you please repeat?
Whatever you like. See, they were all very expressive. What is your understanding of it, or you have something else to react to their answers?
I think as I've been listening, I think more and more I appreciate the fact that they're coming out and saying these things. You know, I think it's very vulnerable to talk about how you are when you're writing, because it's a different space for you, and to talk about your thought process and how you're thinking, what you've been thinking since you were a kid, and telling other people about it is a different experience altogether. So I think, and like most of me right now is appreciating the things that they're saying and getting to hear how other people introspect and how it's different from what I do, or maybe similar in some ways to what I do. So I think it's really admirable right now. So cool.
Thank you. Now let's turn to Sonali ma'am. She knows all of you. It's a different game to be with you, talking to you on a daily basis. And that means she has deeper understanding of you. How you think, how you express, how you behave. So her question will be different. Go ahead, Sonali ma'am.
Thank you, sir. It's a joy to listen to all of you and your perspectives about writing and reading. My question is, how important is the narrative for you? Okay? How important is the narrative style for you, and what's the difference between a narrative and a setting? Which one is more important or lesser of the two? I would like to hear your views on this. Thank you.
Good. You know, when we say philosopher, we get an image of Socrates or somebody who is in the 70s. But it's nice to see young children sitting here and becoming and talking like philosophers. Keep it up. There's nothing wrong. Philosophy is the highest form of knowledge. That's why when you do research, you get what? Doctor of philosophy. Maybe you do in physics, but you get a degree in philosophy. That is ultimate. That apart, I'm extremely happy to see you all doing that. I wish you continue thinking like this. The intensity of thinking or the clarity of feeling, I'm just interchanging. From intensity of feeling to clarity of thinking, you just reverse it. Keep wondering about it. Life is nothing but wondering. That's what Einstein said in a different way. He said, keep the child in you alive. Why did he say that? Children, like you all mentioned, when I was saying, I don't know whether they're old now, you wonder. Slowly that wonder disappears. Let it not happen in you. Keep that up. That will make you a better writer. With that, I think you're not going to work out the points. In the meantime, I'd like to request Charanya ma'am, because she has been listening to you, talking to you, discussing with you, seeing your writing. So she may have something more to offer you. Ma'am, would you like to share some thoughts with them?
You know, you had a question on narrative and setting. Suddenly it feels that we've heard great stories of startups and garages, great minds meeting at a place. Maybe this could be an incubation point for some of the finest literary minds that are going to emerge. And I must say it's an extremely humbling experience. It's a shattering of ego of many sorts to be here and listening to the profound ways in which you are discussing literature. I think it's and you know your depth of writing and your inspiration and creativity. I'm just simply amazed. I have known GIIS School for more than 16 years. I have known Srinivasan, Savi ma'am from the time say I moved